liking this rifle. Welcome back to the Canadian Gun Vault. We're going to be taking a look this week at the new Generation 2 T97 made by Norinco. You know what? This may be the surprise sleeper of the summer, folks. I'm very excited to bring this one to you, and we're going to take it over to 100 yards now and see how we make out. Okay. So far, I'm really liking this gun. It's definitely going to be an improvement over the original design. I think people will be very happy with what they get with this gun.
I'll
go up to that small one. Yeah. She definitely hits it. You know what? I fired the original generation ones, and I find this to be aesthetically a much better looking rifle. Performance, you know, I'm hitting that smaller gong just offhand the first time I've slapped this Meprolite onto the rifle. So I mean, it's impressing me. Gone is the old ugly handle, carrying handle of the old design, with the charging handle being up at the top, which, although it's ambidextrous, it really wasn't an ideal location for it. The idea that you could have the charging handle on the sides here and have the ability to flip it back and forth is really good. It may not be left-hander shooter friendly in a very true sense, but the ejected casings come out on a good severe angle forward and away from the gun in a way that I think that people could use this thing left-handed. So I mean, the idea that you got key mod cuts in this upper flat top style receiver, which is something that people had been asking for. I understand that there are some aftermarket companies that have been putting forward those kind of designs for people to upgrade the original rifle. I think people are going to be really happy with the idea that it comes standard from the factory, with that already in place. The cuts inside the feed ramp are definitely an added bonus. I understand that people were taking the original design and making sort of amendments to the feed ramp on these rifles to stop it from double feeding occasionally, which is something of a problem with the original design, I'm told. But in terms of reliability, I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, he hits again and again. You know, bullpup design rifles are really cool. Placing the action behind the trigger group quite often results in a less than ideal kind of feeling trigger. But this one has a nice smooth pull. I'm pleasantly surprised with how well it's performing and how good it feels to shoot. Get that small one again. Yeah. Does it. So you're retaining the overall barrel length of a much larger rifle in a much smaller package. You know, the idea that you could keep all the muzzle velocity kind of that you would ordinarily associate with a full-length battle rifle's barrel instead in a 30-inch overall package is really quite amazing. You know, I'm a big fan of bullpup designs, and this one's really coming through as a non-restricted for about $1,000. I don't think you can beat it. And the ability to use all different kinds of Stanag magazines, because they've reshaped, I understand, the mag well to better improve how the mags come in and out and their use. So I'm going to load up another set, and I think we're going to take it over to 200 yards now. You know, the overall experience that is this rifle is pretty cool. Okay, my first impressions. Trigger's good. Definitely feeds reliably. I'm loving the fact that it's non-restricted. You can take this thing out into the back 40. If you decide to do a little light game hunting with it, it would probably be ideal. If you want to compete with a gun that's really short, and handy and moves quick, especially in confined spaces. You know, it's pretty tough to beat a bullpup design, especially when you get the retained muzzle velocity of a full-length, 18.6-inch barrel. So if you're competing, with the 10-round magazines, that's really cool. Overall, right, definitely something that I would be interested in buying, and coming in at around $1,000, I believe. You know what? It's going to definitely fall into the category of best buy and very utilitarian, and just an all-around overall improvement of the original design. I'm really liking it. Definitely want to thank all our supporters, right, for continuing to watch. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, Canada, we hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of the Canadian Gun Vault. Shoot straight, stay safe.